Hi everyone, welcome back to a new video, and if you're new here, welcome to the channel. We do all sorts of bits and pieces on here. As you can see today, I've not got a T4, a BMW or the motorhome to work on. What I've got is my stepson's Seat Ibiza. We're going to do a service on this today, and what we're going to do also is talk about the channel, talk about how I want it to grow over the next year, and with your help we can. So without further ado, let's get into this. And of course, I hope you all had a good Christmas. And also, if you don't celebrate Christmas, I hope you've had a good holiday season. Let's go. So in front of me, laid out on the table here, we've got 4 new spark plugs, an oil filter, some oil, an air filter, and a cabin filter. We'll go and get these put into the car now and talk about some stuff. So this is the engine. It's a pretty basic 1.4 litre engine. We've got some plugs here we need to remove to get spark plugs out. The oil filter is tucked in down here. Obviously we're going to drain the oil too. Okay, so the T4, as you've seen in the last few videos, we managed to get it leak free, which I'm really pleased with. We've fixed up a lot of the mechanicals. The next job I want to do is get it lowered. I picked up those springs that were cheap, and I've also got to now get that torsion sorted at the front, so we can wind the nut out and lower it. So that will be coming into the video real soon. Looking forward to getting that going. Okay, let's have a look and see how we take these plugs out. I reckon they've been in there a while. Oh yeah, they've been in there a while. That's one. That's 2. 3. 4. Lovely stuff. Now, I'm no mechanic, so this could be fun. Do with getting these plugs off, really. I can't quite see how they come out. Push in and release. Or is it easier for me to just unplug it from there? So for the next year, I really want to start getting more content out on a regular basis. I'm kind of thinking of Friday, you know. Lovely. Yeah, kind of thinking of Friday would be a good date. And there's lots of things I want to do, you know, lots of adventures I want to get on. I may even do some work related content as well, you know, because for those of you that don't know, I do convert vans for a living. I've done it now for nearly 10 years. So if that's something that interests you, let us know. Okay, the spark plugs all look accessible. I'd like to get in there and clean them, but they're so far down. So let's see if we can whip these spark plugs out. So if you follow me on social media, God, you're joking, aren't you? No way. He's coming. And he too. So yeah, if you follow me on social media, you'd have seen a post on TikTok that I put up and on YouTube community channel of an idea for a classic vehicle. Perhaps get involved in one of those. There's a couple of wow. There's a couple of pages that I like that if you're into classics you'd probably like too. One of them is Not Economically Viable. Nino on there. I'd go and check him out. He does some real cool stuff, some revival stuff, some bits and pieces. And also Ben from Tasty Classics. He does a lot of the same sort of things with the classic cars and that, bringing them back to life, getting them roadworthy again. It's something I'd like to get involved in too. So yeah, go and check them out, definitely. See if give them the support too. They've built up some good communities as well. These spark plugs are coming out lovely now. Be interesting to see what they look like. And I would say that's been burning quite nicely. They look in good nick. Good car. So yeah, I'd love to get hold of something like a Triumph Spitfire or a MGF or an MGBT or an Austin Maxi or something like that. You know, something that's been sat for a long time. Get involved and get it working again. As I've said plenty of times, these are looking really good by the way. As I've said plenty of times, I'm not a mechanic. I guess it and fudge my way around things as best I can. But yeah, these plugs are lovely. No oil on them, no discolorations, just good burning spark plugs. And fingers crossed the new ones are the same. Cool, so as I was saying about the plugs, they look really, really good. let's compare them with our new ones. Bosch R6, new plugs. They look about the same. Same numbering. This has two of these legs on it, whereas this has one. I mean, I don't think it's going to affect it. Won't know until we turn it on. So let's have a little chit chat about car history. So my car journey started out with a Volkswagen Golf. It was a Mark II 1.3, and it was terrible, not gonna lie. All the wadding in the seat had come out. It'd take forever to start. But for a first car, I was chuffed to bits, you know. It was a 3-door 1985 C-Reg. The best cars I've ever owned are my Volkswagen Siroccos and Mark II Golfs. Absolutely. Oh, that's left in there. Well, that's brilliant, isn't it? Oh, good start. The rubber that sits in here that holds the spark plug had stayed on the plug. That's not ideal. Maybe I'll drop them in and try and screw them with a magnet. So yes, we'll persevere, we'll persevere. Perfect. Yes, so the Mark II Golfs I've had and the Mark II Siroccos, they're the best cars I've owned. I've had Ford Escort XR3i, that was an awesome car. That was an E-Reg. I even had a Ford Capri, Mark III Ford Capri 2 litre Sport. Had that for a little while, not very long. That was good fun. I've had all sorts. Volkswagen Passat GTs, Seat Toledo, as I said earlier. Volkswagen T4s, I've had a Volkswagen T5. Worked on pretty much all of them. Basic work. These spark plugs are going in lovely. Look at that. So, I don't know with spark plugs, this probably is a torque setting, or do I just do a good and twist? You know what I mean? I thought something like that would be absolutely fine. Don't need a hang off it, surely. Job done. Pop these coils back in now. Like so. So yeah, let us know what vehicles you started out with. Let me know what classic cars you've had. I love the classic cars. It's funny, when you were growing up, it was like there's a neighbour across the road who had a Austin Maxi, and you'd almost not laugh as much, but it'd be like, my dad's got a Sierra and someone else's dad's rocking around in an Austin Maxi, which you think to yourself, it's a bit disappointing. But he's not playing ball really. But now you see an Austin Maxi on the road, you're like, how cool is that? You know what I mean? But it's funny how classic vehicles that were almost laughed upon come back around in fashion. That'll do a turn. So yeah, let us know if you've had any classic cars. Let me know what you're driving now. You know, if you're sort of mid-40s like me, are you still rinsing around in a Sierra Cosworth or a Vauxhall Nova GSI, or a, you know, let us know. That don't seem quite right to me. Oh, okay, it is. There are just too many cool cars to own. You know, if you've had the opportunity to own them, you know, if you've managed to own a Ford Capri Brooklands or something like that, how cool. I can only wish. Seems high. Yeah, but Mark II Siroccos. Mark II Siroccos are my thing. I've had 5 Mark II Siroccos. I've probably had 7 Mark II Golfs, GTI 16 valves, 8 valves, what have you, 2 doors, 4 doors, 5 door hatches, sorry. I've never had a Jetta, never had a Vento, which I had, because they're cool. Let's disassemble this air filter. So as we've just had Christmas, did you get any cool vehicle related stuff for Christmas? So yeah, if you had anything cool for Christmas that's car related, let us know. There too. Should just be that, shouldn't it? Looks fun. off she comes. One air filter. It's dirty. Only 5 years old. Fingers crossed this new one is the same. Lovely stuff. Back in you go, my son. Something like so. Lovely. Well, if this air filter is dated in 2019, that doesn't bode well for the oil and the oil filter itself. Generally, you'd swap that at the same time, wouldn't you? Okay, let's pop this back on. So, job's a good one. Okay. So that's your oil filter. So we'll get a socket on that, ring him off, but also make sure that we can undo the sump plug. Otherwise that makes it for a wasted effort. So, sump plug first. Cool, so we've got the sump plug on the back here. I'm going to get that whipped off, pop a tray underneath, catch some oil. She's quite tough. Okay. Well, it is oil. Very black. Right, how big are you? Are you 32 mil? Oh no, it was smaller than 32. Okay, 30 mil. Right, please come off. Oh yes, good start. Am I leaking oil on the floor? We're not leaking oil on the floor yet. So, we should be able to get in there, really. There ain't open out of me and turning that with my hand. Right, carry on with the ratchet. Well, the oil filter's out. A bit of oil around. A little bit of clean up needed. But it's out. Okay, new filter. It's always good to get a bit of the old oil, or your new oil, and just smear some around this black seal here on the filter. What that does, it helps stop it chafing and distorting this. It lets it slide onto its mounting surface. So yeah, a little bit of oil around this black seal. Filter's good to go in. Okie dokie. New filter in. Sump plug back in. Filter changed up here. Spark plug's changed. Now we need to add some oil. So pop this out and let that breathe. Pop this out because we need it to fill. According to the internet, 3.2 litres of oil. So let's get that loaded. What I'm looking for is engine Volkswagen codes to say what specifications required. I mean, this come in the kit, so I guess it's okay. This does say VW 504 to 507. I mean, even though it's to say that, it is still a Volkswagen engine. It's their 1.4 engine. You'll find it in, I don't know, probably the 5 Golfs and Polos and what have you. We want 3.2 litres. Let's see what we get. One litre gone. 2 litres. One, two, three. Okay, that's 3 litres. She'll do. So what I'll do, I'll let that all sink to the bottom, start the car up, get it around the system, get it into the filter. I mean, there's probably 300ml or 400ml in the filter alone. Run it up a little bit, turn it off, and then start checking the level. And obviously make sure I've got no leaks. Don't want the filter leaking or sump plug. There she is, purring like a kitten. Run her up for a little bit, get all the oil around the system, we'll turn her off, let the oil settle, check the level, top up if we need to. Let's check out the oil level. That is pretty good. Yep, we'll take that. Just about 3/4 on the dipstick. Cool stuff. Service done, my son. Ready for another year. You don't do many miles. Happy days. And back to an empty workshop. Okay. So something a little bit different today. Just really wanted to touch base, get a bit of content out there, keep myself in the picture and keep you guys entertained as well. So next job will be the T4. We're going to get it in and we're going to get it down on the ground. These springs all painted up, looking good, ready to go. So we're going to get these dropped in the back, and then we're going to get that torsion bar lowered at the front. Both those bolts on either side, get them dropped down, and then that will lower the T4. So yeah. Once again, as always, thanks for watching. Do hit a thumbs up, do subscribe to the channel down below. We'll catch you on the next video. It's going to be a good one. I'm really looking forward to it. And we'll probably be into the new year by then. So let's have a bang in 2025. Cheers all. Catch you soon.